when I think of Southend and I think of Westcliff, I think of a fairly affluent part of southeast Essex. It's a pretty, I mean, it's a wonderful place to be, but I don't think of it instantly as being particularly poor or deprived. But on almost every index that there is, this particular area consistently registers as one of the most deprived and disadvantaged in the whole country. We weren't in a position to raise the funds ourselves or to save them from our booking fees or anything like that. We haven't got an enormous army of people who are raising money for the centre. It's literally a case of, it's like disaster management. The place was a disaster and it had to be managed, it had to be saved, and it had to be improved. And it all had to happen almost overnight, because that's the only way that we can say to people, look, feel good about your area, because look what a wonderful place you've got here. You know, look what your community has.
As far as the football is concerned, our funding purely comes from the registration fees that are paid by the players and any fundraising that we do. And sort of we have odd raffles and some years we do a fun day which gets some revenue sort of coming in, but it is sort of all self-funded. The grant has been absolutely superb because obviously the set-up costs, which was the main sort of reason that we applied for the grant, for a new section, an established team, obviously you're getting registration fees coming through, which help to pay for this, but with a new section we had to get sort of new coaches coming in to take the sessions. We're actually sort of using sort of both the girls and the soccer tots as a mentoring for young coaches coming through, which is something that we're very strong for encouraging, for setting up sort of the girls section. It was kit, equipment, sort of, and some coaching to get some of our coaches trained. Sort of, you know, all of these things would have had to have tried to have been achieved via sort of club funds, you know, and we would have needed to do a lot more fundraising, which would have taken a lot of time. For us to get the grant, it actually meant that we could get the sections sort of up and running as quickly as we could.
We couldn't have done it without the generosity of the Southend Fund. It has been, it's humbling for us to have dealings with people like funders who of the calibre of the Southend Fund, who give us the wherewithal to make this happen for this community, to share our vision of what we're trying to achieve. It can't be done in isolation. We cannot make this happen for the people of this area without the support that we get from people like the Southend Fund.